Welcome to our special edition Melbourne Cup show, where we catch up each year just prior to the race that stops the nation, dissect each runner, and let you know who we're backing and a best bet for the day as well. I'm Sam Wood, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Pat Allendorf, Blake Johnston. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How are we looking?
Would anybody like a drink?
Oh, you've dressed up.
You are looking very smart.
Pat is dressed up as a poker dealer for Halloween. Can I please cash these chips in, please? No drinks on the table.
Red wine, white wine, beer, spirits.
No, you look good, Paddy. So you, Sam. Good. I like the blue.
I've gone the blue. There's a little bit of hint to who's in my top selections with the blue. Look, this isn't our regular show. This is just a top-up edition, specifically going through the Melbourne Cup. All the other banter and hilarious shit you guys know us for will come on Wednesday night, as usual. But this is going to be a short, sharp episode so you can digest it as soon as you see it. What we're going to do is let's kick off we'll run through, actually, we will keep it short and sharp, but guys, give me a Melbourne Cup memory or what does the Cup mean to you guys? I'll ask you first, Patrick.
Mate, I got two brilliant memories of the Cup. So the Cup has always been celebrated around my house, my family's house, every year since I can remember. We'd be pulled out of school early. There'd be a punters club every time. Even to the point, me and Blakey, back when Champagne, Jezebel, Persian Punch run the trifecta, we must have been the two richest, I don't know, what were we, 12-year-olds?
12-year-olds, yeah.
That had ever lived. We won
Bought up
2,600. We got the trifecta. I liked the top two. Blakey liked Persian Punch. And we stood them out, got the trifecta. It was, that was one of the most, that memory will stay with me for the rest of my life. But
Melbourne Cup Day is the best.
I've got another brilliant one too. I lobbed to a Melbourne Cup Day once, and my old man rang me and said, "You've got a ticket into the bird cage, into the Crown Casino marquee," which was right on the finish post. Watched.
That's where you want to be. It's the bird cage. I've heard that.
Oh mate, it was. I thought I'd walk in and know no one. Walked in and like there were a few of Dad's mates that had, just all from different people. They'd gotten tickets, and Brett Grant was there actually, Blake. Someone you'd know well. Oh, would it? Someone you know well too.
I know him. I did his flooring for cash. Good man.
Yeah, Purple Moon and Delta Blues. I'll never forget that year either.
Where you be, Jay?
Oh, I just wake up like Melbourne Cup morning. It's just exciting. It's just there's so much potential for money to be made on Melbourne Cup Day. I just wake up excited. It is like, I reckon it is like Christmas Day for me. Like I love Melbourne Cup Day. I look forward to it all year. Can't wait for this year. It's going to be a cracker.
It's going to be absolutely huge. We've got an interesting play with the weather. So the forecast is for good weather tomorrow, so Monday, depending how you're watching this. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be like 29 degrees. There's a bit of rain expected on Wednesday. The only thing that could change anything or any of the form we're going through now is if that Wednesday rain comes in a little bit earlier. But we're going to be dealing with probably a good 29 degrees. What are the Melbourne Knights going to do with 29 degrees?
It makes it interesting for the overseas horses because it puts it at a fast track. I don't think they get caught watering it too much. What do you think about that, Blakey?
Oh, they'll water it.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I think with all the criticism after Adabe and Verry Ellegant over the Queen Elizabeth time, that they won't get caught making it a bog like they did up here.
It won't be bogged. They'll definitely they'll probably start on a soft 5 and get to a good 4, something like that.
29 in Melbourne though, is it been? Geez, they'd be selling sunblock that probably has gone off months ago.
Yeah, they haven't been selling anything for 2 years, the poor bastards, and now they're gonna. The sweat will water the track just by the punters that'll be there. Is there much of a?
Is there crowds?
Yeah, there's crowds.
I don't know.
Are we sure about that?
Were there crowds at Derby Day? I can't remember. I was blind on Saturday.
I don't know. I don't even know if there was crowds at Derby Day. But
we have to get into this Derby Day.
I think there will be crowds
on Wednesday. Yeah, I think there will be too. Yeah, sure. Why not? There's crowds.
Let's open it up.
There's Open them up. Blake Andrews. We hate
10,000 fans, I think. 10,000 fans.
Yeah. Is it 10 or 20?
Well, I've got 10. I just Googled it, but
okay.
See how that plays out.
All right. Well, like I said, we're going to keep it short and sharp. We're going to go runner by runner. Now, there's a million previews for you guys to read, for you guys to listen to and watch. We're going to be running through all the runners by simply, do you want to go into this one? Yes or no? Yes or no? So instead of doing 5-10 minutes on 24 runners, I'm going to say, listen, this is, as we go down the list, should we talk about it? What are your thoughts on it? And then at the end of that, we're going to give you our selections for the cup, how we're going to bet it, more importantly, because I need a little bit of help with that. And then I want a best bet from each of you on the day.
Okay.
All right, let's kick it off. We're going to start right at the top. Number 1, Twilight Payment, Joseph O'Brien trained, Jai McNeil in the saddle. What's the market doing with this horse at the moment, BJ?
Well, Sportsbet went up $12. He's currently $12. He's ticketed between $12 and $11. Can he go back to back? I'm not sure. He's drawn perfectly, goes up 2.5 kilos. He's going to be on speed. No 9-year-old has ever won the Melbourne Cup, and I don't think a horse has won it with 58 kilos since Makybe Diva won her 3rd cup. So I'm going to say can't win, but I'll say he's got to be a top 5 chance, Pat.
Oh, mate, I've got to say happy to leave him out of the top 5. I think the weight gives him too much of a hill to climb, and also the age. There'd only been a handful of 8-year-olds to win a Melbourne Cup, and now comes back as a 9-year-old. It's it's a mountain to climb. So happy to leave him out.
What about Joseph O'Brien, by the way? Like, he's 28 years old. He's won two Cox Plates in a Melbourne Cup. 2 Melbourne Cups?
2 Melbourne Cups, rekindling as well. Like I said, the other show with about him after the Cox Plate, whatever God he prays to, he just gets that much luck. He's racing luck. He must have a direct line to those racing gods, because at 28 years of age, he could achieve anything.
Well,
he's got another 50 years of training.
He's pretty well bred in the racing ranks, so he's got a good grounding.
Well, I'll give you the hot tip. At 28, I hadn't done anywhere near.
Yeah, I've done nothing.
Don't undersell yourself, Pat.
Yeah, you're a good 28-year-old.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at you. Now, 2 white wines, and I'll grab a. Do you want a beer, Blake?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yes, sir.
A bit.
Yes, sir. I'll be with you, Sean.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Incentivise, the cup favourite, our Australian gun, Peter Moody trained, Brett Preble on board, draw 16. BJ, once again, what are we doing? What's the market doing?
230 out to 270 with Sportsbet. I think we're going to get a better price on the day. I don't think the bookies will take too much of a risk with him, because they'll be bleeding in regards to futures bets on him. He's the best horse in the race. I think we're going to get, because there's plenty of mug punting, there's plenty of mug money in the tote markets on race day. So I think we're going to get $3 plus on the totes on race day. So I think that's a good price about him. I think he's clearly the one to beat. No problem with the draw. He overcome a wide draw in the Caulfield Cup. He'll roll forward. It just means he can stay out of trouble. Brett Preble will find a spot, get going 800 meters from home, make it into a real staying test, and yeah, he's the one to beat. I think he'll win the cup. I'm tied to the hip because I got a ticket on him at 100 to 1. So go.
Lucky you.
Well, I got to say, Blake, it's everything you said's right, but the amount of history he's got to overcome is quite unbelievable. First horse in 20 years to complete the Cup stubble, it would be. He'll be the horse that started as short as Farlap. I think Farlap started $1.73. It looks like starting around the $2 mark. So no horse in 160 runnings of the race has started this short. Let me just double check that this current price only.
Yeah, that'd be right. That'd be right.
Yeah.
So
I think BJ mentioned that on the show a couple of weeks back.
that is huge history to overcome. And if it does, it's really not just going to put it in the upper echelon. It'll be like in the upper echelon of Melbourne Cup winners. And like, yeah, it's got it all ahead of it. I know it's drawn the bad barrier and has a few things to overcome. So it'll definitely be in my top 3, but I'm happy to risk it.
Is the weight an issue? I think the last winner at 57 plus kilos was Mackay Diva in 2005.
Weight won't stop this horse, in my opinion. I reckon he gets. I think you can throw all that out the window because this is the worst cup I've ever seen since I've been doing
but
the
if you
form.
if you roll back through the past 50 years, before they started doing 9 pounds, 12 and all that sort of stuff, there's not a lot of horses that have won with 57 kilos and more. I reckon you could count them on your hand.
Okay. Take your word for it.
You'll have to.
Guess we'll find out about 10 past 3 on
who are they?
Tuesday.
I could probably name 4 of them, I reckon.
Oh,
okay. Where you got him? Is he top 4 chance?
Top 3.
Yeah, top 3. Okay.
Number 3, Spanish Mission. Craig Williams on board. Andrew Balding trained. Barrier 14. BJ. There's money for this.
Or not since markets have opened since the draw. 7 out to 850 with Sportsbet. Williams isn't having a good time of it lately.
He's the kind of bloke that could just switch it on Melbourne Cup Day, though.
Definitely. Yeah. He hasn't rode many winners. It was a cracking ride on Enemo, and the Cox Plate just didn't get the result. Brings good European form. I think you'll get a better price on the day. Top 5 chance for me.
For me, this is a horse that I think we know too much information about. Over the last week, we've heard a lot about its
legs,
its feet, its leg, but
toenails.
I more think that that is just a what do you call it? Just it's over information for us. Usually the trainers would just.
You don't think you would never hear about that if it wasn't Melbourne Cup?
Melbourne are being super duper careful with the runners this year, with the extra scans, extra vet reports, everything. So. Put it this way, this horse wouldn't be run in the race if it wasn't 1,000%, because Melbourne can't risk any injury. So its form behind arguably the best stayer in the world, got beat 0.2 lengths by Stradivarius last start. That it is right up there. When I said Incentivise has to go to the upper echelon of stayers to win this race, this horse is already in the upper echelon, so it's got to get past this horse, and I think it's going to be very tough. And I've got Spanish Mission in the top 3 as well.
It's as much as we keep hearing about these vet checks, it's past them all. So
that's right.
I think it's I have it in my top 5.
And do you know what? Don't let them get in your head, mate. They did it with us with Colette. They got in your head. Hoof filler. But this horse, just a little bit swollen leg. It's completely fine.
Who hasn't got swollen legs? I think I've got gout. Number 4, Verry Ellegant. Our baby, our girl. Coming from barrier 19, James McDonald, our saviour, lumped back into the saddle.
I'll step in here first, Blake. Don't even give him the price. Give him the price after. Do you know what? I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and J-Mac got the ride back. Thank God. I can't believe it.
You were very boisterous about D-Lane's. Right?
Do you know what? I think Chris Waller may have listened to the show, because I wanted J-Mac back in the saddle. It's all just lining up. His international horse got scratched. He's back onto Verry Ellegant. I know it draws a super outside barrier. I'm hoping he actually
doesn't matter. It's going to go back anyway.
I'm actually hoping that he goes forward and tries to find a position. Cover, 3 wide, whatever. I want him up there closer than last year. The sectionals it was rattling off late last year were unbelievable. It, I think, ran itself into 6th last year off the back of a drop out the back, run on run, which was unreal. So it's up there too. Top 5 for me.
BJ, do you think she's got enough miles under her legs this time around?
She does, definitely. And I think the fact she's a 6-year-old to keeps running every prep against the best horses. I know it's come through a Cox Plate this time. I think that's probably tactical from Waller. That's the Waller magic dust where he goes. Last year they came through the Caulfield Cup. It didn't win the Melbourne Cup. This year he's going to come through the Cox Plate and see if it'll win it. So
I don't know if she can win personally. J Max the great man. Waller's the great man too, but last year I think she was going better last year. She won a Caulfield Cup leading into the Melbourne Cup. This time around, she goes Cox Plate to 3,200 meters.
I'm going to disagree. I think she's going just as good this year.
I think she's not going as well.
She's just running to better horses, I think. But
has Waller got some better rides too?
Waller has not won a cup, no.
Interesting.
Wow.
This could have been a set play from the very beginning by C. Waller. What price is Verry Ellegant as we recalled?
$14. 15 into 12, back out to 14 today.
Mate, this is his girl. This is Australian Horse of the Year. This is Verry Ellegant.
It's up there for me too.
He has something up his sleeve. I wouldn't be worried about fitness if you're backing it. So it's all going to come down to it, turning the tables on Incentivise, and we'll see. It's only a matter of time.
Number 5, Explosive Jack, Kieran Maher and David Eustace, John Allen in the saddle. What price is Jack?
Well, he's hovered around 50 and 40 to 1. He's currently $41. Best out there is $51.
We don't have to go into it.
Campaign. One of the greatest ever. I'm not sure that he's going as well this time. 3 runs back. He's running the Caulfield Cup, was pretty ordinary. Draws 4, back to Flemington helped, but I'm not sure if he can win. Top 10 chance.
It's a top 24 chance for me, Explosive Jack. It's looking for another derby. Do you know what? Happy to leave it out. John Allen at the moment, they would win on a rocking horse in any race. He's on absolute fire, but geez, Explosive Jack, it's, I don't know, this current prep, it's like it's had our rollover money on it from last prep.
I'm taking the rollover back this episode, so who knows? It might have it on there.
Well, yeah, leaving it out.
Number 6, the chosen one, Murray Baker, Andrew Forsman, Damien Lane, barrier 5. BJ, what's the price?
Chosen one, he's 50 to 1. Currently, best price out there. I'm going to say he ran 4th in this cup. He ran 4th in the cup last year. He's not going as well this time around. Put in a poor one in the Caulfield Cup. Prior to that, he was good in the Herbert Power. I'm going to say it's tough to bounce back from that Caulfield Cup effort.
Mixing its form too much, leaving out for me.
I think it was 40 to 1 last year as well. Number 7, Delphi, Damien Oliver, Anthony and Sam Friedman. BJ.
$41 to $21. Best available is $21. I give him a hope. He was really good winning that Herbert Power.
It's a great win.
And then he backed up 7 days later in the Caulfield Cup. He was actually pretty weak there, but maybe he just didn't back up. It was his first time on a soft track. He was really well liked by the market. I think I took about $9.50 in the morning and he's SP $5.50. So if you have a look at the SP profiles based on that Caulfield Cup, he can bounce back. He's drawn perfectly. 3,200 meters is probably a stretch for him, but I think he's a rough chance.
I agree. The Herbert Power was a great win. It's running the Caulfield Cup. I'm not that big a fan on the week back up, so I would probably say that you can just put that down as miles in the tank, and yeah, it'll be cherry ripe for the Melbourne Cup. So it's worth throwing in as a top 8 chance, definitely.
Number 8, Ocean Billy, barrier 13, Damien Thornton on board, Chris Waller, Kiwi horse, I think. Yeah, won a Group 1 over there, I think. How's the Group 1 Kiwi form stack up?
I'll take this away, mate. 100 to 1 this horse, and it's probably been on the billies this preparation. So happy to leave it out.
You can't say horses are on the billy.
All right, 150 to 1 to $81. Best available is
come for it.
101 out there. I've seen a few people tipping this horse. He won well. He won the Auckland Cup over 3,200 metres, which means that he's going to stay the trip. He's won 7 from 25. Chris Waller, he was okay in the Caulfield Cup, but I'm going to say no.
Number 9, Celino, another Chris Waller runner. Ron Stewart in the saddle. Barrier 24. BJ. Where's this thing map anyway?
Celino is currently $61. There was 101 available earlier. $81 is the best out there with play up. Drawn poorly. He won a Sydney Cup and he improved sharply 5th up that preparation to win it. Ronnie Stewart rode him. Ronnie Stewart rides him here. He's got no weight on his back.
Surely this isn't the one Waller has up his sleeve.
He's got a rough chance. He's got a rough chance. Sydney Cup winner. So you can't put a line through him.
Well, I'll give Ronnie Stewart just a little bit of advice for this race. Just don't get anyone's way, please.
Speed hump, you're saying?
Just get out of the way, please.
Speaking of, Johnny get angry.
That being said,
You want to
just
sound
going
Celino?
back through the form, you know, the horse that you said that was the top echelon stayer, Spanish Moon.
Talk to me.
Spanish Mission. Yep.
Talk to me.
Spanish Mission, yeah.
Spanish Moon is
his brother's Spanish Moon.
Celino's run second to him twice
Oh, there you
overseas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How many starts ago?
Well, Spanish Mission, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 starts ago. September 2020.
Keep it current, bro. Come on.
Grow up.
Come on. Keep it current.
All right, move on.
Spanish Mission flogged it 3 lengths. Flogged it again by 3 lengths. 8.
Well, somebody's listening to the podcast. We going out live.
Yeah, we're on
Sometimes
get smashed.
Sometimes
That was your money.
horses come here and thrive, and you probably would have expected Celino to come here and do more. It's won itself a Sydney Cup, but I don't think it's made. It's not. It's just not. They don't mix their form like this and then pull one out in a cup. It just doesn't happen.
Okay, well let's move on to the horse that Bossy called a speed hump, would it?
Johnny get angry.
Yeah,
Geez, he had plenty to say about it, didn't he? Dennis Pagan, Premiership AFL coach, Lockie King. Yay or nay, boys?
Paddy
beat one home.
Paddy get angry if this gets in the horse that I back's way.
Okay, let's just keep moving on. Knight's Order, Big Dick Stackhouse, Gay Waterhouse, Adrian Bott trained. What price is Knight's Order at the moment?
101 best available. Start longer than that on the day.
Actually, I've seen a lot of people tip this as well.
Mate, this is where that they should be able to step in and say, come on, you're no good in the Hotham, you're no good in the Geelong Cup. Just go for a spell.
This is why Incentivise is a good thing, because it's the worst cup field I've ever seen.
Mate, horses come out from winning the Geelong Cup and start 50-1 in this race. This horse has run 10 lengths off the winner in the Geelong Cup. It should be 500-1.
Okay. Let's just keep rolling through this middle section. Well, actually, you guys might have a bit to say about number 12, Persan, Verry Ellegant, Kieran Maher, David Eustace, Luke Curry. Thoughts? Yes, no?
Yes, mate. Do you know what? Blakey, hit me with a price.
He's $31.
A $31 horse, I think this is good value for money. If you're a punter that is looking for value in this race, Persan is as honest as the day is long. This is a great price for this horse. It stays the distance. It's run well in a cup before. I think it's in my top 5%.
If you've got a little $10 bonus bet, this is that horse.
Oh, 100%. And like that 30-1 price is great value for this. A horse like this that is just so honest. It seems that it finds the placings a lot. It is, it's a great stayer, this horse.
BJ, you giving it a note?
He ran 5th in the cup last year. Yep. He was good in the Caulfield Cup. Yep, got a chance.
Number 13, Carriff.
Not for mine. I'm going to say he's not good enough to win a Melbourne Cup. But good luck to Blake McDougall. I'd like to see him do well in Melbourne.
Well, I think the best thing that could happen for this horse is it gets scratched, save it running 2 miles. Next.
He's too slow, Griff.
Oh, God.
He's too slow.
You know what? Do you know what? For all the people out there that are doing sweeps, if you draw Griff or Johnny Got Angry, find out what the price is for last, because you've
got it.
1 in 2 chance.
You've got it. Master of Wine.
He's 101 plus, but I reckon he's the best 100 to 1 shot in the race.
I completely agree with you, Blake, because this is a horse that has proved that it can run a very, very good race, massive amount of potential. But you just don't know where it's gone this prep. Like, what's happened to it?
I don't know where his best is, but if he can reproduce it, you can be forgiving of him in that in the Caulfield Cup, and he wasn't too far off Grand Promenade in the Bart Cummings, and he looked like he was building something. So I think he can run a race.
I do too, mate. And like you said, at 100 to 1, it's definitely worth throwing into your trifectas, Master of Wine.
Master of Wine. I don't know.
I don't know. What, you just get scared that someone else is called Master of Wine.
I don't want to be too specific of what I'm mastered at drinking. I'll just be master of grog. It is kind of hard. I agree. I'm surprised it was 100 to 1. A lot of them are ruling this. It has been beaten by Grand Promenade. Tralee Rose beat it in that Bart Cummings as well. Hasn't really done much since then. In the Caulfield Cup, kind of got back. Didn't really fire a shot, to be honest with you, but I don't know, like, you run through this form, and if you're doing light form, everything ran 10 lengths off Incentivise, like off the winner. So, I think the best statement you made was the fact that it's probably the best of the 100 to 1 shots. Let's roll on to Pondus. Lord Williams' horse. Robert Hickmott is training it. Rachel King in the saddle. I'll start with you. BJ, give us a price and what your thoughts on Pondus are.
Yeah, well, Lloyd's he's got a couple of handfuls of cups. 46 into 31 today. He was good in the Bart Cummings in his Australian debut, preparation anyway. But he was good there, and then he was backed as if unbeatable in the Moonee Valley Cup, but disappointed. I think he needs a fast race. He's drawn 1. Rachel King in the saddle. I think he can turn things around. He'll run a race for sure.
Paddy?
Top 10 for me. If you're a first 4 player, throw it in, but for the trifectas, I wouldn't bother.
Grand Promenade. Thoughts?
Me first? Yep.
Yeah.
He's currently $15. $20 was out there this morning. One of the better rough chances in the race for mine, despite drawing 21. That Bart Cummings is going to be super form. It already is super form. Tralee Rose has won since. McAvoy is one of the best staying jockeys in the countries, but he's going to need a good ride from 21. He's won 3 from 5 at Flemington. This is his track, and he'll run 3,200 metres. He's a good chance.
Yep, got that non-conformist form too. Got form beating Tralee Rose. It's a serious stay, this horse. So I can't believe the horses that are I found quality in the market in this race have just drawn barriers outside of 13. This horse has drawn 21.
21.
Yeah. I'll definitely have Grand Promenade in my trifectas, 100%.
Number 17, Miami Bound.
104, Miami Bound. Oh, she'll need it. She'll need it wet to win. Personally, she's $151 out there.
Paddy in there?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
She'll be better off staying home. If it's too hot, stay
in Miami. Number 18, Port Guillaume. BJ, I actually don't know much about this horse.
Well, he can't win either, Woodhead.
The French horse.
Do you know what, Woodhead?
That's all I need to know.
Woodhead, don't waste your time.
I haven't.
I don't know much about this horse. Good. Do you know what? Do you know what this horse likes to do in its spare time? Run last.
That is a line we've never used on this show. Okay, so Port Guilliam, don't have it in your exotics, don't have it in your numbers.
No, do you know what? Be happy if you draw it in your sweeps because you have a chance of whatever they're giving for last.
Oh, you're in the same boat as the rest of the crew. Let's go to She's Ideal, Born Baker's horse, barrier 20. Good price.
Mate, I know. Yeah, you go.
You go.
with your price first, buddy.
I was just
No,
going to
you
say.
go. No, you go.
I was going to say worst part of the track in the Caulfield Cup. She was going well prior to that. I don't know if she could win. I would say she can't win, but she'll run a race. She's one for the multiples for sure.
Yeah, she's a progressive stayer. Bjorn and the team are going down there for it. Like you said in the Cup, worst part of the track. You know, I think she's going to. I want to see her over 3,200 meters. So I'll definitely throw her in for the risk. And at 90-1, thank you very much. I'm happy to have that value in the trifecta.
Yeah, it's a big price for that horse, I reckon. Especially that form behind Manga and Verry Ellegant.
Mate,
Was it the Winks?
I know a lot of,
but
I know a lot of people that were very bullish about her in the Caulfield Cup. So
yeah,
it's no brainer. 90-1, mate. You've got to throw that sort of value in. That they're the sort of things that make your Melbourne Cup trifecta really sing if you hit.
Number 20, Future Score, Matt Kumani, Horn Yendel. This is an OTI owned horse. What price we got, Pete?
He's $126 and he can't win.
Okay, Pat, yes or no?
This is an OTI horse that I don't know. Reading its form gives me a UTI.
Oh God. 21, Tralee Rose, BJ.
Yep, she can win. A bit of money for her today. She is $18 to $16. Good behind Grand Promenade in the Bart Cummings strong form race, then back and trip in the Geelong Cup, and too good for Dr. Drill with a gap to third. She's won up to 2,800 meters. She has failed over 3,200 meters before when well supported, but we can forgive that because that was the last run in the preparation. So she'll eat up 3,200 meters here, and she's clear second pick for mine.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, right up there. Well, mate, this is what I was saying about the Geelong Cup form. This horse was so impressive winning the Geelong Cup, and we've had the Geelong Cup form coming out and winning the Melbourne Cup before with Media Puzzle, and I think there are a few others. So I definitely have her in there in the trifectas. So, and she's 20-1. I can't remember the horse that I was bagging that run down the track in, was that Carriff earlier? The run down the track in the Geelong Cup? No, that wasn't it. It was one of them, but
I don't know, mate. You've actually you've potted a lot of you've potted a lot of horses this episode. So where's Tralee Rose for you, Pat?
top 5.
Okay. Number 22, Floating Artist. BJ.
Yep. Should have won the Moonee Valley Cup. Was backed as if unbeatable in the Coongie. Went too slow, probably. Draws 10, rolls forward. They didn't have to run him in the Hotham because he got a run. He's an up-and-coming stayer that'll run a race for sure.
Yeah, and also Wentwood came out and won, what was it, the Bendigo Cup. 2 behind it. Yeah, mate, I got it. Throw it in for your first 4s, but I couldn't imagine it winning the Cup.
Master Trainers. Kieran David Eustace.
Oh, my goodness. What they did with the Derby, that is just unbelievable. 1,600 to 2,500. Yeah, they're freakish.
Master Trainers.
Number 23, and I really want to get you guys' thoughts on this horse. Great House. Barrier 7, Waller, Mickey D. Is it about 20-1, Beach?
Yeah, there was $31 available earlier today. He's into $21. I think that's the best available now. Really good win in the Hotham. The second horse goes pretty good. Gap to third. Ran well in the Caulfield Cup. In the worst going. Draws 7. Best of Chris Waller's chances for mine. I've got him in my top 5.
Paddy?
Yeah, I think it's a first 4 chance. Great House. So I'll be throwing it in. I'll be throwing it in for those outsider placings, maybe 3rd or 4th for your first 4s.
Okay, last horse. Bossy on board, Sir Lucan. Barrier 18. What price we got on Sir Lucan?
My prices have actually just gone. I think he's about $21, $26.
Who's that with, Paddy?
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Pat's
Uh,
bookie of the week.
$26.
As if you would ever join them.
Wait till Moneyball won't let him withdraw. Z-bet it is. 26 bucks. Okay. Talk to me about this horse. I've got a small wager. It wins me about $1,000. I wouldn't mind Great Horse Saluting, I have to be honest with you, off a bonus bet. But sorry, we're on Sir Lucan, aren't we?
We've moved on.
We've already moved on. All I'm thinking about is my bets now. Talk to me about Sir Lucan, BJ.
Are you right, Master of Wine?
I'm having two. Well, outside of my bet on Incentivise, I'm having two win bets. I'm backing Tralee Rose and I'm backing Sir Lucan. This horse is Northern Hemisphere 3-year-old, rekindling cross counter, forgiving last start. Previous to that, very good. I think he's a good horse. All reports is that he's flying, no weight on his back. G-Boss in the saddle. I think he'll run a race for sure.
Really lightly raced too, isn't he?
Very lightly raced. Only its 9th start in the Melbourne Cup. I can't see it. Do you know what? Throw the cup field out the window if this thing gets up. So I don't have it in anywhere. It's got beaten by 14 lengths last start. And they're going to sneak into our cup with 50 kilos on its back and win. Come on, please.
Embarrassing.
Let's see.
The others came out with a bit better form than this.
It's actually I think it's a half or it's a relation to Sir Dragonade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camelot.
What?
Might be a half to Sir Dragonade.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do your top fours now, and then quickly how you're going to bet them, and then do you still want to do your best of the days? I'm happy to just put them in the write-ups. We've been going for about 40 minutes. Up to you guys.
We might do the best of the days after, mate, because I got to tell you, I haven't gone through all the fields yet.
Oh, yeah,
I'm happy not to do it as well. I'll give you my numbers.
Give me a top four, Beej. I'm going to write them down so I can get this on this video and get it out as soon as possible.
I'll give you a top 5. I'm Incentivise on top of Sir Lucan, Tralee Rose, and then I've got Grand Promenade and Great House. I'll be boxing that up as a trifecta in first 4. If I had $100 to play with, I'd be having 50 on Incentivise, and I'd be having 25 on both of the other two, Tralee Rose and Sir Lucan.
So you have VE nowhere in your numbers?
No.
Can you just give me that little betting strategy you just gave me then on $100?
50 on Incentivise, 25 on each of Tralee Rose and Sir Lucan.
I like that. I mean, I don't like the bets, but I like that you gave us a little betting strategy.
Okay, mate. For me, my first 4 is Spanish Mission on top, number 3, from number 4, Verry Ellegant. I've got number 2, Incentivise in for 3rd. Obviously, I think it's got the raffle. It's even money in the Melbourne Cup, but I need a bit of value. I think it's no value at that price, though. And then for 4th and 5th...
Just on that, if it gets out to $3, is it value?
No.
Okay. Your 4th?
You Blake? 20 to 1.
My 4th horse, mate, I'm sort of tossing up between Persan and Great House. So
your top 5, he did it as well.
You got top 5. I did a top 5. So
yeah, I did a 5. And do you know what? I got a bunch in there for people that want to play the first 4. If you.
How would you go? Give us $100 betting strategy.
For $100 betting strategy, I'd probably stand out 2, 3, and 4, which is Incentivise, Spanish Mission, and VE for 1st and 2nd.
Yeah.
To Panella it. And then I'd throw in, I know this is going to sound heaps, but Grand Promenade, Tralee Rose, Floating.
Can you give me numbers?
16, 21, 22, 7, 12, 19, 14.
Oh, fuck.
No, that's okay. Keep
Do them
going.
quicker. Do them quicker if you want.
Oh,
I've got 16, 21, 22, 7.
16, 21, 22, 7,
Yeah.
12, 19, 14, 23. And I'd put them in for third and fourth.
12, 19, 14, 23.
12, 19, 14, 20. Okay. Sorry, guys.
So
I just want
third
you
and
guys.
fourth.
We don't have a lot of time before the race. We want to get this up. Hopefully tonight. We want to get these numbers across it as well. So you're having $100 first four.
Yeah. So looking that Cornella, Incentivise Spanish Mission VE, they just seem
We're so
standards.
head to head here, Pat.
It
So,
really are. Do you
Why
want me
is
to
that?
give? Do you want me to give you my thoughts, and then you guys can just
yeah,
dissect that?
go on.
I've got Incentivise on top. It's cup to lose, but same as you. Maybe at $3, I might have a biggish bet on it. Big for me. But I've actually got Twilight Payment as my second horse, which is funny because if you guys completely left them out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I think it's
11
great
horses.
odds. Great odds for last year's winner. Looks fit, looks ready. It's had a better lead up to this race than it did last year's Melbourne Cup, and it's a weaker field. So $11, John McNeil. I could see that lobbing. I've also backed Verry Ellegant. Pat, I'm with you. J-Mac back on board. It was a questionable ride last start, but very, very tough runner. I just love that horse. And to round it out, I've got Great House. I've got the good odds. I thought it was a fantastic run on Saturday in the Hotham. Although it was a good steer, and unfortunately J-Mac jumps off. Fortunately for the bets, but when the seas parted, that horse looked good. So at 20-1, I think that would be the way to go. And if I was doing a top 5, I'm actually probably throwing Spanish Mission in there. Your toppy.
Okay.
Que pasa?
Good luck, boys.
Donata. And I'm taking back the rollover bet because he's fucked around with it last week, and I'm going to have $50 on Incentivise. That way we've got something on it. That way, even though we haven't had our bets around it on Cup Day, if it lobs, we got 150 to kick off the rollover.
Sounds good.
Bet.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Use your 1.1 today. All right, BJ.
Oh, I reckon we'll get a better price, so I'm going to wait.
Okay, that's it. That's it, boys. I appreciate your time on a Sunday night, your efforts. Geez, you look fantastic. Can't wait for Tuesday. Good luck, everybody. Any advice quickly? One word of advice for everybody before they go.
I just got off work. Maybe change before you do the podcast so you don't look like a waiter.
Okay.
You look good, Pat.
BJ, you got any advice for anyone?
No
on Cup Day?
advice.
Just enjoy it, guys. And if you
Enjoy
get a
it.
chance to
Mate,
have a champagne
I
and
got a bit of
all this stuff,
advice. I got a bit of advice for Cup
hold on,
Day.
can I know I know what your advice is?
What?
Nugget, cream
No, no.
cheese.
No, not only that.
Salmon. You serve the same hors d'oeuvres every event I've been to.
Every time. But start with mimosas early,
Yep.
then some beer, then maybe as you get near the cup, there's a few red wines and
What about some cocktails? Cocktail of choice right now?
margarita we're doing on Tuesday. So
BJ, what's your cocktail of choice?
We've got some whiskey sours going on here, so
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Gin and tonics for me at the moment. Very simple, very plain. All right, guys, enjoy the day, and we'll see you on Wednesday night.
see you
horse.
guys.